Welcome to the Best 5-Minute Wine Podcast with Forrest Kelly.
Owner and winemaker Jennie Murphy of Oxlee Graham Wines.
Yeah, so easiest way to kind of get the wines is to order straight through the website, which is
The Best 5-Minute Wine Podcast.
So I see an events part. Are you branching out to try to participate in events?
Yeah, so part of being new is just getting that kind of foothold and getting people to interact with the wines and meeting new people. And so I really am trying to book a lot of events, a lot of accounts that I've visited, wine shops, wine bars. They've been really receptive to the wines, really excited about the wines. And so there's a great shop in Sacramento that has been so happy to host us. And we have a couple events lined up with them, Yonex. They're wonderful. They're also woman-owned. And so that's really fun. And just kind of big wine events that Willow Glen is my hometown in San Jose. So I love doing that event, kind of meeting people. There's an anniversary event I'm doing in October that is a huge supporter of mine, another wine shop in San Jose. So kind of a dappling of different things, but just trying to get people to interact with the wines is kind of the goal with the events.
Do you ever get down to the Inland Empire, the Rancho Cucamonga, Ontario, Riverside area?
I just did my first trip down to LA with the wines in June, and I didn't get that far east.
If you're still, we'll keep you in touch, but Doug and I participate in a Brewabilities is what it's called. And so this coming year when they have their events, we'll reach out to you, see if you want to come down and enjoy the show.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What is your space? You're in the current space and you said you're moving space. Is it because of money or you're expanding or what? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so part of being small is, you are using, I custom crush is what it's called. And so I use somebody else's space. I basically rent out some space. And one of my big pushes for moving to the new space is that I will have access to a tasting room. So then I can host people and by appointment host some events and some tastings. And so that's kind of huge, again, as a push for a small brand is to kind of get people to interact with the wine. So that's kind of the big impetus to move is the access to the tasting room. A little bit more of a co-op-y space, and I'll have a little more access to the wines. So that's kind of the push. I'm a very hands-on winemaker, so I like to be there and work with the wines, and I do all my own analysis still. I have my little mobile lab I bring with me everywhere. So that's something just to have access to the building and kind of off hours, that helps a lot as a winemaker like me that has a busy schedule. But the new space is going to be in what we call Coffee Park here in Santa Rosa. And there's a lot of wineries and breweries and different things kind of within the complex. So it'll be a good kind of space to get some foot traffic, I hope.
Yeah, exactly. And then you might have to hire somebody to help you out with a tasting.
Yeah.
Besides family.
Where to get your wines? I notice
there you go.
Physical locations are mostly centered around Northern California. Anywhere else?
Yeah, so easiest way to kind of get the wines is to order straight through the website, which is Oxlee, O-X-L-E-E, Graham Wines.com. And then on the website, there's also a tab that shows the Find Us under the events, and you can see where we are placed. And we are mostly in Northern California, Bay Area right now. I am hoping there'll be some Southern California shops that will pick us up after my last visit. So that those will get added as they get placed. But it shows where the wines are, what wines are where. So those are kind of the two best resources.
Alrighty, let's get your web address again, your Insta handle, and maybe a phone number as well. And then if somebody is intrigued and says, okay, these 100-point wines, I want to taste one. Which would you say, this is the one you got to taste, you're most proud of?
So our kind of calling card on the website is our Dale's Pinot Noir. It's named after my mother. So each of the wines also carries the name of a woman that's been inspirational to me. So the Dale's Sonoma Coast Pinot Noir is sort of our calling card, what you'll see most out in the wild, as I say. So that really captures, the nuance, the complexity, kind of the velvety tannin that I like to extract from the Pinot Noir. So that's probably the best intro to everything we do, to my pedigree, all of that. but really any of the wines are going to be fantastic. And the Petit Verdot is something that when I started the winery, I knew I was making Petit Verdot. That's the thing I looked for the hardest, to find kind of a special site to make that wine. It's a wine I used to make as a blender at Paul Hobbs and always thought it deserved its own bottling. So that wine I'm super proud of, and I think it's really fantastic. Those are probably the two I would jump on the website and order first. But the white has been super popular, especially with the warmer weather we've been having in California. So they're all good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so our website is oxleegramwines.com. That's OXLEE gramwines.com. Our Instagram is at Oxlee Graham Wines. And our phone number is 707-852-4030.
Awesome, Jennie.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you both.
From Sauvignon to Merlot, we look for adventure at wineries around the globe. The best 5-minute wine podcast. Please like,